guys, I hope y'all had a great weekend. I had a pretty good weekend. It's been some nice weather here. And all right, so guys, day 3 of no cheese. How are y'all doing? Mary, how are you? I know you said that starting June 1st, you was gonna do no cheese for, I don't know if you said 30 days or for some kind of limited time, but I know you was gonna try to cut cheese out of your life too for a while. And how are you doing? I hope you're doing good. And if anybody else wants to join us on that, feel free to. It doesn't have to be a permanent thing. I'm doing it because I need to get my weight loss started, and I'm wondering if the cheese I'm consuming is the culprit of why I've been stalled in my weight loss for several months, guys. Others may want to try it just to see how they feel. Sometimes you don't really know what a food is doing to you until you cut out of your life for a while, and then after 90-ish days, you bring it back in and you see how you feel. If y'all want to join us on that, feel free to. But for me, it's day 3, and I'm feeling okay. I'm already having to remind myself, don't put cheese in that. Don't put cheese in that. It's a habit. But anyways, so guys, my weigh-in this morning is 183 pounds, 183.6. And that's the same weight I weighed in it as last January, the last time I told you what my weight was. And so no gain, no loss, but that's where we're at this morning. And then I took some measurements around my belly, my abdomen area. I've never been a big fan of taking measurements for myself just because I take them myself and I'm not confident I do them correctly. And for example, around my arm here, when I first started the journey, I took a measurement and I got like 12, right? Well, today I still get 12. And my pictures will show that I've lost weight around my arm significantly. Obviously, I've lost 100 pounds. Like I'm going to. But for me to still be getting 12, I'm like, I'm not sure I'm taking these measurements correctly. But then again, it could be the loose skin, the flab that still keeps it at 12. I don't know, but because of that, I'm not sure I'm 100% accurate when I'm taking my own measurements, but I'm going to do it the best I can. So I took 3 different measurements around my abdomen. I took the top section, the mid section, and the bottom section. That's what I'm calling it. And the top was this morning 33. My mid is 34, and my bottom is 39. Now, guys, what's interesting is if you always see my stomach, you would see that the top part and my bottom part of my stomach comes out further than my mid part of my stomach. But yet my mid part is always 1 inch more than my top. And that's been true the whole time I've been taking measurements on this journey. From the beginning till now, it's always 1 inch more, and I don't understand that, because visually it shouldn't be that way. So that just tells you my measurements are questionable, but I do my best. I do my best. But anyways, I wanted to put that on here because not only is it for those who might be interested in my journey, but it helps keep me on track, knowing that, hey, I gotta post my weight, I gotta post my numbers, and it'll help. I think it'll help keep me focused and make sure I'm moving that cheese off, and let's get this weight loss going again, because I do want to get down to that ideal weight. I still have 40 to 50 pounds to go, so I want to get to it. Guys, I'm excited about some future things. Chris and I was able to book our cabin in New Mexico this July, so we are going to get to take our vacation, and that'll be coming up in July. And I do plan on taking y'all with me a little bit on that. And then I'm working on some meals that I can make to take on that trip with us to keep our costs down. And here's something I've always said, I'm okay with just hamburger patties and eggs, and that's been true. But I've noticed the last couple of weeks that I've been wanting something just a little bit different. And now it took a little over a year and a half of carnivore, meat-based, to get to that point where I'm like, maybe I should do a little something different. And I still love hamburger patties and eggs. I'm just kind of wanting something a little bit different. So I've been working on that. I'm going to show y'all that in the next video, what I've been trying to do. And I think if it works out the way I think it's going to, I think it's going to make a great meal that I can put in my cooler and take with us on our road trip in July. Anyway, so enough of that. I don't want to talk too much about that because I'm going to talk about that in the next video, but I'm excited about it, Guys, I want to address a myth. Okay, it's a myth, and a lot of people really believe it, and we all believed it at one time. I'm sure I believed it at one time. And I'm gonna show you a comment. I took the name of the person who left the comment off because I don't know if this person was trying to be mean to me or if they was just posting misinformation that they truly believe, but of course we know it to be wrong. So when I'm posting this, that's not to attack this person at all. I just want to clarify for anybody else who might see this comment that they know the truth. Okay. So here's the comment. And in this comment, he or she says, you still have body fat, you're still diabetic. Now, how they typed it, I don't know if they was trying to say, hey, you're still fat, you're still diabetic, or if they're saying if someone has body fat, they're diabetic. Either way, let me just point out the myth in that and then give you the fact about it. So I used to believe, just like a lot of people out there, that being fat is what causes all of our diseases, metabolic diseases. Okay. And being fat, I knew there was a chance of becoming diabetic because I was fat. That was my thought process. And I would think, oh, if I just could lose all my weight, then I wouldn't become diabetic, then I wouldn't be sick. But guys, that's not true. Dr. Berry and other doctors will tell you that being overweight is a symptom of the metabolic issues that you are having. Okay. So when we have excess weight in our abdomen area, that's just showing you that you will have metabolic issues. Okay. Some of y'all just have a little bit, some of us have a lot. The thing about it is, though, is when you correct your lifestyle and you start healing your metabolic illnesses, that weight is the last thing to leave you. And I'm telling you, as far as the hardest part of this journey has been for me in my case, anyways, is losing the weight. At first, the weight was just coming off steadily, but as I get closer and closer to my ideal weight, and I'm not there yet, I'm between 40 to 50 pounds away, so I still got a ways to go, but still, I'm closer today than I was a year and a half ago. And that weight has been the slowest thing to return back to normal. And I think that's honestly the case for majority of people. My diabetes was reversed within 3 months. Okay, but when my A1C showed a normal A1C of 4.9, that was 3 months in. I still weighed. I want to say I was either 245 or 236. I can't remember which one though. It's been a while. Either way, guys, that still puts me about 100 pounds overweight, and my A1C was normal, and my average glucose was normal. So, guys, that's why I'm telling you, even though I'm not a doctor, although Dr. Berry and other doctors will testify to this, that you don't have to be thin and have no body fat to be diabetic. Guys, no body fat at all. There are people who are in shape who have some body fat and they're not diabetic. I mean, that's an insane assumption to make when you think about it. So yes, I have body fat on me still, but I can tell you I'm not diabetic. But I've showed my blood work to you guys. I've put my blood sugar on screen for you guys. Y'all see the normal blood, my normal blood glucose. Okay. Now, having said that, if you're just starting your journey and you're still overweight, to the extent that I was, and you're reading, if you see that comment, or if you're being told that you have to lose all your weight first before you can get your diabetes in control, guys, let me just tell you something that is false, and don't believe it. Because look, when you have as much weight to lose as I did at the start, that's daunting to think about. When you try to think at the end of the road how far you have to go, that's discouraging. So don't think about that. But when you're being told that you have to lose all that weight first, you want to think about that because you want to get your diabetes under control, but then you're like, oh, I have to lose all this weight first. I don't know that I can do that. I might as well skip it and pop pills and eat whatever I want and just die. Don't do that. It's not true, guys. It's not true. I highly recommend, guys, that you start a ketogenic lifestyle. And what that is just basically meat based. You don't have to cut out all the vegetables. I recommend giving it a try for about 90 days. But you don't have to stay that way. You can eat some non-starchy vegetables if that's what your heart desires. Okay. But stay meat focused. And what I mean by that is keep your protein, your meats the priority. Okay. Have a little vegetables on the side if you want, whatever. But keep the meat as your focus. Okay. And guys, I'm telling you, if you're truly a type 2, your blood sugar will come under control long before you get the weight off. Look at me. I still have fat to lose. And my blood sugar is under control and has been under control for almost 2 years. Almost, not quite, almost 2 years. I'm getting excited to be able to say 2 years. It's coming up on the 2-year mark. But anyways, I'm not trying to get ahead of myself, although I am. But you can too, guys. And I just don't want people to see those comments and get discouraged. The reason why I didn't delete the comment is, one, they may not have intended to try to insult me, but I want people to also know that you can make comments on my channels. I don't want to delete someone's post just because I disagree with it. As long as they're not getting trolly and, mean and hateful. Because, I did have someone once say that, when they see a video and they're talking about something controversial, and we all know that the ketogenic lifestyle is controversial to the world because they want to preach veganism, or they want to, push the standard American diet, you will get people on your comment section, wanting to debate and argue and say negative things. And when they come to a channel and they don't see any of those posts, then they question that channel and its validity in itself. And so I don't want to delete that post, but I don't want people to see it and then get discouraged. So that is why I wanted to make a video mostly surrounded about that one post. I want y'all to know, keep your heads up. Y'all can get rid of your diabetes fast. The weight, it'll take time to come off, but that's all right. Enjoy your journey. We got one life to live. Let's go for it. My friends, it's been a pleasure. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.